To try and keep himself involved in this. Look at that Biggie Smith in.
Wednesday, 16 days till MWA show. I think we're on episode 4 now. Car's all painted. Gav's done a cracking job on it. I've got a couple of videos from last week, not much. We painted the steering rack and the gearbox casing, and Gav painted the car, so I'll show you them in a minute. It was quite a slow week last week because we went to Motorsport show. We left on the Friday night, so we lost a night working late then. But we're back on it this week now that it's painted. Me and Scotty's going to get the back axle on the car tonight, hopefully front subframe and all the suspension, and try and get the fuel pump mounted, and the fittings and that screwed through the heel board and that as well. So we'll see how we get on tonight, try and record as much as we can. It is I think it was -7 this morning when we came to work, so it's meant to get the same tonight, so we'll see how long we last. That's how we've got as much glaze on as what you can see. But that's the joys of working in the garage, isn't it? But we'll get cracked on and see where we get to. Thursday morning. It is 0 degrees inside the workshop. So it's pretty cold. It's -5 outside. We worked last night till it was about 11 o'clock. It was -5 as well when we left, so we kind of called it a night, but it wasn't a bad shift at all. Back axle's on, new bolts came for the stubs, they're on, brand new shockies are on, got a high performance backer kit in. I've not got any packers on it just now obviously because we don't know where the car's going to be, but the spring kit's there, so looking good. I've got brake pipes and that to make the night. Look at these wheel bolts. They're 15-year-old wheel bolts that my dad wire wheeled and then polished up on the buff. They look absolutely brand new. Got the front subframe on as well. On the suspension, steering rack that's got painted. Looking good. So yeah, it's all coming together now. We need to get brake pads today. We can get the calipers on, flexes on. I've got the brake servo to paint and the plate to clean up. And we can get that in and obviously make the brake pipes. High performance throttle pedal. Lovely. We need to put a wee strengthening piece in here and a wee piece up to there, obviously because of the size of the throttle cable that we run. We need to cut this off as well and put a hole in it for the throttle cable, but that's all jobs for the night. So we'll see how we get on. We've got customers' cars to finish first, and then we'll get cracked on with this. The job's absolutely ruined. Honestly, shut the garage, I'm going home. No water in the garage because it's that cold. We've turned the water off because the pipes burst last time, so I thought I'll get water for a cup of tea at the toilets. Come on to the toilets. Look at the state of that. Honestly, what chance have you got? No long till summer, eh? Brake pipe number 1 done. Into the flexi, all bent up. Template there to start off with. Then obviously the final one's there, just polished up now. Right, here's one for you. Brake hose retaining clips. Anybody that works in the trade, you'll know what I'm talking about. Goes into the brake pipe, goes against the flexi. That'll not focus for some reason. There we go. Saw this the other day on a Citroen Berlingo. Put the bit on and put an O-ring up the brake fitting. It doesn't fall off. Everybody will know when you do a brake pipe and then you build it all up, you think, oh, that's minted, and then you forget this little clip. Ah! Need to strip it back down. Right, put an O-ring on there. don't know if anybody's ever seen that before. I was amazed, and I couldn't wait to do this. That's how sad I am. But, aye, it's a wee tip for you. Jake's making up a bracket to hold the filter king on. The cardboard template first, marked it where it's bent. We're going to put a stud through it and TIG weld it so it can pass through the shell, but he's just over there now, cutting that, so we're cracking on.
Set. Hold it.
Friday morning, back 8. No bad shift last night. Brake pipes are in, all polished up as well, nice and shiny. Back ones are done. Front brakes are on. I need to get banjo bolts, but I've ordered them, but they're not here yet. And we made the bracket to hold the filter king as well. Jake made that. I just welded it up for him. Let's get it out here. Nice wee fold in it, and then a couple of gussets just to strengthen it up a bit. Go through with a nut on the back. Dad gave under the bonnet a bit of a clean last night as well. That's looking quite good. So we'll hopefully get the engine in the night. We've got the pedal box welded up as well. Just need to find out where the throttle pedal goes, draw a hole, and we could get for the cable to come through. A bit of work to do today, and then we'll get back on this tonight. I'm hoping to try and get the engine in at the night. But we'll see how it goes. Some nights you get loads done, but it feels like you've got loads done. Like the other night we got subframe, the axles different on. Felt like a big shift. The last night doesn't feel like we've done much, but obviously everything takes time. So we'll see how we get on. Today's what to do first. Friday night, we've got the boat up, ready to go in the hole. Next up on the job list, we're going to put wee bracket in here, just a wee plate just to hold the gauges, RPM gauge, coolant temp gauge and the oil pressure light. Make this out of cardboard and then take it home, do all the measurements, draw it on card, send it to our guy and he'll cut it out on the plasma cutter. Saturday morning, 10:30. Just back from McGill's and ASD's bit. That's ASD finished the battery. 3mm steel, as per the rules. We'll be able to just drop the M10 bolts down through it to hold it in. We need to drill them out as well, the M10, but that's no problem. That's going to fit in there quite nicely. We got quite a bit done last night. Engines in the hole, drive shaft on one side, crank sensor bracket. Can you have a look at that? Looks absolutely lovely. I wasn't sure about the white engine mount and that, but it's actually starting to grow on me. It looks pretty fresh. Shafts in, they're not the wheels we're using obviously. Shafts in, crank sensor bracket, all looking pretty fresh. The gearbox and everything got built up last night as well. I say built up, I mean just the inside, the sleeve and the clutch fork and the release bearing on the clutch and the flywheel. Gearing's not in it yet obviously. Scotty painted the gearing last night. Pretty fresh. I made the cardboard template for the gauge bit in there. And I've made this cardboard template which goes on those big holes down there. The gear lever will pass through there. I was going to use original Corsa C one, but on the Corsa C it's a rod gear linkage. So obviously there's a hole in it for a rod, and we're going to use cables which has a different grommet, comes from a Vectra C. So I'm just going to make this cardboard bit with a hole in it, and then we'll cut that out for the rubber grommet to fit through. Wee bit of work involved obviously. With this gearbox obviously we use a hydraulic casing, but with a cable clutch and cable gears. So it's a wee bit of work, but it's the best way. I've run that for ages and we've never had any problems. Like when you're down the road or that, if you burst it, I remember we went down with Barry to Kings Lynn a couple of years ago and done the last chance qualify and the slave cylinder burst. That's it, we didn't have one, we weren't taking the gearbox outside the track, so be better with the cable clutch I think. But aye, we've been to McGill's and got a new seat as well, so that'll be ready to go in pretty soon. But aye, the engine's in, that was the big one. Get that in. We never scratched anything putting it in either, so that was good. But carbon, that'll go in this week because the new studs have came. So aye, we're getting there. Sunday morning, back at 10. Just taking a wee break from editing now to draw the dash plate up on CAD. Oh, I've got the cardboard one here. We're getting somewhere now. And the dash bit, that'll obviously hold your coolant gauge there. So that'll be down there, and there'll be 4 bolts round about it. So we've got that hole done, and we'll need to draw the hole for the wee light now. That'll probably go up the top somewhere. I've kind of got it drawn it about there. That's my good freehand rectangle. Just sort of getting an idea where the rev counter is going to go. And little Kelsey's doing a bit of drawing as well. Let's see your drawing. Nice. Alright. That'll be us at the end of this video, I think. I just checked this morning, we're up to 150 subscribers, so that's absolutely brilliant. I never thought, I don't even know 150 people. One of our videos has got, I think, 1500 views as well, so that's great. I appreciate all the comments and everybody messaging me saying when's the next video coming out, and all the comments about the level of preparation we're putting into the car. I quite enjoy doing these because it kind of shows everybody that, you know, it's not just stock car banger racing, you know, hillbilly sport. There's a lot of time and effort goes into building these cars, and so you're going to watch them every week. You don't, maybe some people don't appreciate how much work the working man's putting into getting the car there. But that'll do us for this week. Give us a like, fire some comments, and any criticism. I always listen to people, and give us a subscribe if you could as well. Thanks.